Hey everybody. So there's a little story. I won't read the article until tomorrow and stuff since it is Friday. And so this is the times where we figure a spirit or somebody has done this. One night, before I met Tim, again, after 10 years, I was watching TV with my mom, and all of a sudden I heard this bzzz, and I'm like, what the heck is that noise? And it's like, I went into the bathroom, and it was my electric toothbrush. Turned it off, and put it back down, and went and sat down with my mom again. We started watching the movie or show, and then all of a sudden, bzzz, I go into the bathroom. It's my electric toothbrush again. And that happened like 3 times. I would go down and sit, watch what me and my mom were watching. I totally forget it. I forget what it was called. But finally, I grabbed it, I took it out, and I threw it away in the trash can. So it could buzz all that it wanted outside. Another time, I was 18, and my mom had some savings, save bonds, and my mom looked for them everywhere. I mean, everywhere. And sat here and we couldn't find them. Well, the next day when we wake up in the morning, because we were planning on going to the bank to open up my very first bank account, and it was with Bank of America. And so my mom was like, well, I'll put the check, but I'm going to go ahead and grab the checkbook. In the spot of the desk where my mom looked the day before, there they were. And she's like, Teresa, don't do that. Because of course I was little when she passed away. And then creepy part was, like, I got sick with Lyme's disease. Not fun. I got to the point where my eyes were shaking and my hand was like that, and it was bad. I had a low-grade temperature for 3 weeks, and everything. And so, since I have seizures, I slept with my mom, and my dad slept in this room right here. This used to be my old room before me and Tim moved downstairs to the apartment. Well, I went to bed because I was so tired because of being sick and stuff. And so, as my mom was walking out, I saw a shadow against the wall, and it was standing there, and then it followed her. And, I mean, this was 2004, shortly after I graduated. And so, I'm like, okay, fall asleep, and I'm woken up by something. I wake up and I feel something like kind of grabbing my foot. And I look up and it's like this black shadow with red eyes. And I'm like, don't touch me. My mom was like, I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. I said, no, the thing that's in front of me. And it was totally gone. Another incident was, not too long ago, actually this year. I got some money from the paycheck that, was supposed to be in my new account, which is PNC. Unfortunately, I kind of switched it the week of the pay, so it didn't go in. So I got the check, sat here and cashed it. We got groceries, and Tim had like $10. He used $3 for something, and then, but while he was holding it, he noticed that $7 was missing, because, we got 3 5s, and then $2. So, we went, spent some, and then it went down to $10, of course. And we sat here, and Tim's like, $7 is missing. I know we had more. And, like, we looked everywhere. A month later, I was cleaning, and it was on my dresser. We looked there, and everything, and it was there. This past week, I believe Easter. Yeah, it was Easter. I got a migraine. Those things suck. And I was looking for my migraine that I was prescribed. It's like caffeine, something else. It's a mixture of stuff that helps with my migraine. And so I looked everywhere. I even was like, Tim, can you please find my migraine medicine? My head's getting worse. And I mean, I was gonna try and text my mom, but unfortunately, when you have migraine, light, sound are not good. So I asked him to grab my sunglasses. And so I used the same sunglasses that I used during that one video. And I sat here and I texted my mom. I'm like, do you have any migraine medicine? I can't find mine. And I knew I had like 3 or 4 still left. So I'm like, maybe it got thrown away by accident, whatnot. 2 or 3 days later, found it on my nightstand, and it wasn't there that night. I literally cried to sleep because my head hurt so much. I had to have a throw-up basket next to me. It was bad, and for it to all of a sudden disappear, I'm like, no. But yeah, things go missing around here a lot and then show up in weird places. Oh yeah, and I also forgot, my mom had earrings and she passed them down to me. It was very pretty, and it was before my hole closed. I'm planning on getting them pierced. And my belly button too. But, I sat here and it was in this room. I had a stereo that my dad got from his friend. And so I looked everywhere for these earrings because I'm like, oh my gosh. And I'm like in tears because I'm like, oh my gosh, my mom gave them to me. I cannot lose them. I was freaking out. I was having anxiety attack and everything. My mom had to calm me down. And then, like, a week later, maybe 2, it was right where I looked. But it was on the floor. And I mean, I tore my room apart and I couldn't find them before. And then they just showed up. So, yeah, my house is haunted. Very interesting. And if you're asking the question, do you get scared? The only time I got scared was when I had Lyme's disease and that black shadow grabbed me. Otherwise, I've lived with this my whole life. Any house that we've moved to, unfortunately, has been haunted. And that's probably why the owners of the house moved out so quickly. So, yep. And this is the story of me, Tim, and my family. I don't know about my dad, if he's missed anything. Because he doesn't really open. So, if you're not a part of the Tim and Kim pack, hit the like, hit subscribe, hit the bell, and just comment. Love ya.